All right, Jari, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day that we're talking about for a bit to
My
do this
pleasure.
testimonial. You want to tell everybody where you're from, just in case they want to send referrals your way?
Oh, I would love that. I would love to do that for sure. I am located in Southwest Florida, so I'm on the Gulf side of Florida, south of Tampa, all the way to the other side of Miami, and that's our market. We cover a very large area. We have a very large database, and we work really hard to earn your business and help your clients. So, any referrals you guys have, we'll definitely take care of them. We speak multiple languages, so
Awesome.
don't be concerned about that. We can take care of a lot of people.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So if you want to send some referrals out to Southwest Florida, send them to this busy man. He'll put your people in front. All right.
Amen. Amen.
So I have a list of questions here that I go through for every call. I want to be as consistent as possible so everybody can see what everyone has gone through going through this program. And
Okay.
the first question that I have here is, what was one of the problems you were trying to solve for in your business prior to joining the 100K Accelerator?
Well, one of the things, and I mean, we're on a different level than a lot of people. So we actually process leads and people tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, the market did shift for us here. We're in a different atmosphere. So our shift is totally different than everybody else around the country. While everybody's shifting down, we're exploding up.
Mm,
We have not seen a decrease since 2019.
love it.
We probably won't see one for another year or so. Hopefully, thank
Yeah.
God. But during that time frame, we did have a shift, which was, everybody was paying overpriced for homes. And it was, first come, first serve, first day off the market, 30 offers. It was absolutely insane, but it was a great time. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
But then it shifted. The money kind of seized up because, a lot of people, a lot of issues around the country, a lot of things in America happening, and people had some issues. They didn't want to spend money. It got to that point. We knew it. We knew the well was going to run dry,
Yeah.
but we didn't know when. So that was our shift. And in that shift, we had tons of conversations. I mean, we're beast mode on lead gen, and those conversations weren't leading to contract.
Mm,
It was, well, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. The market's here. Oh, the rates are too high. Whatever objection they have, we kind of combat them, and we really go after them and try to educate them, but we weren't converting.
mm-hmm.
So in order to keep business moving, in retrospect, in order to keep business moving, we needed to change some things up. And I mean, if the plan doesn't work, you got to redo the plan.
Yeah.
And that's when I actually was online. I saw your message, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm on board. I need
Mm-hmm.
to do this. I need to figure out what Joseph's talking about. Let's do it. I'm all in. I mean, now I have time because nobody's writing contracts. So
Yeah.
let's get with it. And it was easy, man. Once a week, for 6 weeks. I mean, I absolutely enjoyed it. I enjoyed every call, and everything was just jam packed with information. And it's things that on a day to day basis we get lost with,
Mm-hmm.
and we tend to
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah.
But it's the simplest thing, and it's so funny. You kind of know my story from taking the training, but it's just the simplest thing. It is absolutely amazing. So since taking that course, we've kind of implemented in our group, in our small team here of our performers,
Mm-hmm.
some of those things, not all of those things. I have to get them online with you and have them go through the training because for me, I mean, I've only been in the industry for first 7 years, and I've been very
Mm-hmm.
blessed. And we're in a competitive market where I have 17,000 real estate agents.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So yeah, it's nuts. I mean, and you got to know what you're doing, and you got to know how to get it. If you don't have business, you got to find it. If not, you're not going to be in business long. But the just to seeing the info, watching your videos about what was coming, I mean, each video just got me so excited. I'm like,
That's
let's
awesome.
go, man. I'm ready. I'm this market shifted. I got to shift. I need some motivation. I need to do something different. A lot of people don't think outside the box, like we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all the way outside the box. I haven't seen the box in a long time. So, you
Same
know,
here.
it's one of those things where we kind of connect on that. But, it was a great look at me and my business, my database. And I really appreciate everything, man. I really do.
Awesome. So, after going through this, first off, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And I think people need to hear that, because sometimes whenever they go to different programs or somebody pitches a program to them, they're like, oh, what is this person selling me? Or is it going to be a fluff call where I sit on this webinar for an hour, 2 hours and get no value out of it? So I appreciate you saying that we actually give value, actionable value on our
Yeah.
calls. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I mean, it was so exciting. I couldn't wait to get off the call to implement it.
That's awesome.
So and I invited several other agents that I know that I mentor across the country in the state of Florida. And I mean, during the training, they're messaging me like, man, this is huge. And I was like, it's not huge until the call's over and you go to work.
That's right, baby.
I was like, if you don't put action behind it, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Awesome.
it's
Awesome.
awesome.
So here's a question for you. After coming to the calls and joining them, how has that impacted your business, either monetarily or business wise in general? How has that impacted your business so far?
Well, I will tell you, during the 6-week training, there were some things that I implemented. Like I said, I'm on a different level. I'm not an agent. I'm on a different level. So the things that you taught in the training, and just from the informational stuff that you gave us throughout the training, it clicked. Something clicked, and I put action behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, that action accumulated me, and you're gonna laugh, accumulate me $11 million in contracts.
That's crazy.
So the caveat to that is, we're in Southwest Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and Hurricane Ian ruined my week.
Yeah.
But I mean, I lost every one of those deals,
Yeah.
everyone. And you know what? I'm just glad and happy that those people are safe.
Yes.
The houses or material will rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Still have the same client, and we're plugging along. We're up to 4.5 million.
There you go.
So on top of that, the way I got that client, I implemented through my database, and right now I have 9 buyers. I just had a $1.5 million listing appointment today. I put a house. I got a listing from what you taught us.
Yeah.
And I put that house on the market last week. And double-sided that and got the buyer. So we're on the contract. So I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, I don't know. I'll take the course again. I mean, sign me up. Just text me, call me, let me know when the training is. I'll be on. I mean, I know there's some things I missed, and I
Yeah.
try to review the file, the documentation.
Yeah.
But it's the nuggets
Yes.
that people miss.
Yeah.
And I'm attentive, and I listen. I may look at you like I'm not listening, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
hearing everything you said. But my mind is going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But when that nugget drops, be like, that's it. Along with, you take that nugget, you take what's implemented, what you're telling everyone to do. There's absolutely no reason in any market that anyone can't make $100,000 from it.
That's why we call it what we call it.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
mean,
reason.
it's simple, it's duplicatable, it's actionable. I mean, it's not difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm everywhere and nowhere. And for me, it's just hey, taking this course for 6 weeks. And I mean, it was like, okay, whatever he says to do, I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a lot of things going on, but I'm going to implement it some way, somehow. But the first week was the most explosive week for me.
Yeah.
The
That's
second
why
week
we
made
built
it
it.
even worse. By the time we got to the fifth week, I was like, okay, I'm behind already. You know, because I'm still catching up from week 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and all the responses, the database, new clients, social media marketing, a lot of stuff that you teach, we use on our calls.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that to our database, to our, you know, new leads coming in, new, you know, internet leads. Anybody we talk to, I mean, that information, man, information is invaluable.
Yeah.
And what you guys put together in this course is I mean, amazing, man. And it makes sense. And you
I
know,
want,
the thing about it is we're doing 90 days.
that's it. Yeah.
That's it. We're doing 90 days, and then we start the next 90 days, and then we
Yeah.
start the next 90 days. So, you know, and that for me is simple. I can go by the quarters. I don't count the dollars. I count the contract.
That's it.
You know,
Conversations and
and I
contracts.
know if I know if I got the contracts, I got the dollars. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'm a softie, so I hope anyone and everyone. And I don't mind driving an hour and a half to pick up a $10,000 paycheck.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
some people are, but I mean, you know, you must be losing your mind if you don't.
Yeah. Fly
You
me
know, it
out.
gets you into a new market. You know,
I'll tell you this, Jerry. I take my steak in first class just in case you ever want to have me come
we're
out to
gonna have to
Florida.
discuss that. Truly, I'm putting some things together. I got you. I got you.
Uh,
Don't worry
well,
about it. The lounge, the bed, yeah, everything. VIP for sure.
here's what I'll say from the points that you made. First off, thank you for that as well, sharing that
You're
part
welcome.
of your testimonial for what we're doing. The thing I'll say, if you're an agent watching this, take notes from what Jarvis is saying just from this call alone. It's all not just about the information we provide, but it's about you putting the action behind it. And if you come to these calls, be ready to work. These are not like, oh, come to these calls and we're going to make you feel good about your life and so forth. We do some of that, but it's also about, hey, we're going to push you to go do what you need to do. And so if you take that action, as Jerry said, you're going to make $100,000. There's just no question about it. So awesome.
Amen.
Um,
Amen.
the last question that I have here for you is, if there's a realtor that is thinking about joining us, and if there's a loan officer that's wanting to sponsor, 10, 20 agents that want to join this, what is something you would tell an agent or loan officer that may be on the fence about joining our program?
Let's see. Do it is the first thing, because you don't get anywhere thinking about doing something. And on a serious note, I mean, the training was so impactful for myself and my team, for my mentees that I have around Florida in the United States, that we're still having conversations about the training. Hey, in Joseph's training, they said do this and this and this, and we'll discuss it. We talk about it. We have a team Zoom call every Thursday. It's still talked about.
Love it.
That's how powerful this is. And I mean, you probably ran another course by then.
Yeah, we
you
ran
probably
two.
ran another 6 weeks. Yeah. So I mean, we're still in the fight, but for a real estate agent, it is simple. Real estate is not hard. I mean, a lot of people make it hard.
Yes.
And if it's not working, it becomes frustrating, and you kind of lose your vision, your sight. But this puts it back in perspective. I mean, we keep it. Everyone has it on their desk. Everyone knows which scripts to use, how to do NLPs, asking the right questions, getting the right information. But as far as real estate agents go, you should do it. I mean, for me, I'm what you would call seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
A little black and white, but
No pepper.
the salt and pepper. But by far, I'm not, the number one agent yet. But that's my aberration, is to be there. And things like this is what gets you there. It's the work is not hard if you do it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, you have to let go. And one of the things we talked about on one of our trainings was fear
Yeah.
and people being fearful of, you know, some of the things that you told them.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat through the whole Zoom sometimes laughing because it was the truth and nobody wanted to accept it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, listen, if you want to change your business as a real estate agent, you need to be in this training. Um, if you want to figure it out, good luck. But I mean, for me, this 6-week training like zoomed me within 90 days, 180 days. And I'm still rolling with the same thing that you taught me, and I'm doing it. I'm not gonna stop. It's working.
Yeah.
And it's simple. So I mean, and it's duplicatable. I do it over and over and over with the next client, the next client, the next client. It's stupid. This is
It just
stupid,
keeps
man.
growing. It
It's
just keeps like
it
people don't
keeps going.
understand like
It keeps
the,
going. It
yeah.
works. And I mean, that's what people. If you're looking for something that works, you need to be on the training. As far as for lenders, I kind of understand. Hey, listen, you don't have business unless you have clients. Real estate agents brings you clients. Sign them up. They're going to bring you a lot of clients if they follow the system. I mean, my lender, he was happy for that $11 million.
Yeah. I bet he was.
I think he cried as much as I did when the hurricane came.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I mean, you know, we laugh about it now, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. Um, it's tragic, but we have to move on.
Yeah.
And you know, your why has to be bigger than your fear.
Yes.
And if you want to make money, this is, I don't know, man. I can't emphasize. It's too easy. I actually joined the group and I'm like, okay, what is Joseph going to have us do? This is going to be so hard. I'm going to be working on this all the time. I got other things to do. And then by the first call, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to make some money. And that was it. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I don't care. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what anybody does. I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
And my lane's 100 miles an hour.
Yes.
Sometimes I slow down, but you know, um, I mean, simply put, man. I mean, I'm talking from experience.
Yeah.
You know, talking to you, finishing the course, $11 million.
Yeah.
If I can do that every 90 days, I'll send you that ticket first class, bro.
Yo, let's
First
go.
class mail.
Let's go.
But I mean, it's simple. As far as for lenders, the more value you pour into realtors and you know what they're doing, you know how they're getting clients, the easier it is for you to build those relationships.
Yes.
And what if you had 5 or 10 people bring you $11 million in deals as a lender? I mean, you know, I know everybody doesn't get to that point, but that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
You know, and that was my experience. And I never had $11 million in 90 days in deals. And that's the God honest truth. Yeah, I make money, but I didn't have it like that. You know, that came in and it was like, oh baby,
What are we doing?
daddy
By the way,
gets some new shoes.
Jerry, how much did it cost you to join our program to get those $11 million of contracts?
It was free.
Okay, I just want to make sure we
free.
answer that because a lot of people will be like, "How much does this damn program cost?"
It's free. Okay. It's free.
Awesome.
And listen, I'll put it this way, man. Knowledge is everything. You've been around long enough. You've taught so many people in this career field to where, you know, I trust you. I know you know what you're talking about because if you really listen to you, you actually make so much sense. But the training was a different level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was, here's what you need to do. Here's how you do it. And this is what happened when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just that simple, just that easy. Yes, we had to implement a plan from the training. But it was, okay, today here's the plan. We're going to follow this. Then whatever else you got for the rest of the day, go ahead and take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the plan comes first.
Yeah.
And it was every day digging into the plan, doing those things, and it produced contracts.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's market is a market. But, you know, where you find your money, your deals, your contracts, that's what Joseph showed me. He opened my eyes, man. And I was like, Oh my God. I've been neglecting this so bad. And when I started paying attention and doing it,
The money's sitting there. It's
it,
waiting for you,
it
as
was
we say on
like,
the calls.
yeah, yeah, Jari. Of course, Jari. Yeah. Let's set an appointment. Yeah. I'm like, oh,
Is that easy?
oh, that easy, man. I mean, you show several different ways: calls, text, messages, probably 67 more. But the first two worked for me.
That's all you need. You just need one to
I
hit.
didn't even get to 5 or 6. First two worked. So, I mean, I haven't stopped doing 1 and 2. I'm working on 3 and 4. But I mean, once you progress in it, and it does take work. I mean, there's no, if you're going to take the class and not do it, don't take the class.
That's right. Please don't
You're
even think about coming.
wasting your time and taking a spot from somebody else that wants to make money,
Yeah.
that wants to be successful. Because I mean, there's a lot of things and a lot of training and a lot of this and that. But from always, from truth, I've always got 100% from you, Joseph. Always got 100% from what you're training, 100% from what you say, 100% from what you do. So I mean, if people have those fears, I mean, that's on them. They got to get over it.
Yeah.
Fear is just, it's something I can't deal with right now. I got to get my $11 million back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
So, and that's the grind.
basically
That's my mentality.
basically what Jari is saying is come for 4 hours of your month, 4 hours from the month, and you're gonna make $100,000 if you implement this stuff. That's basically what you're telling people. It's
Basically, yeah.
do the work, yeah, learn, do the work, and come have fun
Yeah.
too. Like our calls are also fun. They're not like, oh, this is gonna be the end of the world type stuff. This is like, let's have a good time. Let's learn how to
Yeah.
make money and help people.
Oh man, I laughed halfway through it. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Just to seeing people's facial expressions, and when you tell them to do something and you see their facial expression, be like, oh my God, it's so funny. But in the back of my mind, I was like, it's making sense.
Mm-hmm.
It is so simple, and if you do it, what will happen?
Yeah.
You may not get 11 million. You may get 1 million.
Yeah.
You get 3 million. That's your 100 grand.
Yeah.
So I mean, to each their own. But please, whatever you do, don't be stupid, man. Get on this training, learn something new, and it's wholehearted. It's honest. It's no bullshit. It's the truth,
Yeah.
And I mean, Jason doesn't hold. I mean, Joseph doesn't hold back any punches. His trainers, though, they don't hold back any punches to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And you just in this business, you got to have tough skin, and you got to deal with it, man. You just got to deal with it. But listen, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I didn't have time to do it, and I did it anyway. So I mean, to each their own, but don't miss out on this, man. It's incredible. It's something you can never lose, because he's going to teach you exactly what you need to do.
Repeat it every day, every week.
And my mentees, that were on the call, they're doing great too. And they're in different markets. And they're getting it. So I was like, hey, let me know what you need. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
So, and actually, what you said, I actually got a referral and sent it to one of my mentees. And they took care of it on the other coast of Florida. So, I mean, I got a little piece of that, but I'll take a little piece compared to nothing.
All day, every day.
Every day. So,
well, Jari, I want to end the call again by saying thank you, number one. Number two, why don't you tell everybody where you are again? Because I think after people watch this, they're going to be like, man, if I have a deal to do in Florida, I'm sending it to this guy. Tell everybody again where you serve, and also how they can contact you. I'll also put your link to your information down below the video whenever we post it as well.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, guys, Joseph, thank you so much. I mean, it was kind of life-changing. You came at a moment that was definitely, I needed something. and it was absolutely perfect. But I serve all of Southwest Florida from Tampa to Naples, Florida, across to Broward County. So if you have anyone looking in Southwest Florida, we're here to help. If I'm busy, I have a team of people, and we're just here to serve. We're here to help people. This is what we do on a daily basis. We love what we do. We love connecting with people, and we love helping people. So, if you ever need an agent in Florida, let me know. I have connections all over Florida, so I can put you in the right hands. But if you just need to talk or have questions, just hit me up. But you can call me. My number is 239-331-0294 in the United States. You can call me, text me, find me on Facebook, whatever. Let's connect. I mean, let's grow this family, man. It's worth it.
Awesome.
And that's what a lot of people collectively are thinking. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, hell it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
So,
man.
I mean, we're having a blast, man. We're enjoying it. And Joseph, again, thank you so much, man. We
Yes, sir.
appreciate the training, everything that you guys did for us, everything, you kind of slapped us in the face with,
Love it.
which was enjoyable because it woke a lot of people up.
Yeah.
And myself, I'm like, oh my God. I sit here and think about it. I go, I've been doing this wrong. I'm making money, but I've been doing it wrong. And then when I started doing what you said, it changed everything. It
Simple,
changed everything.
simple as sexy, and it'll take you to the moon. I'm telling you. Well,
Yeah.
I know you got stuff to do. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you and taking the time to do this. And anybody who watches this, again, his contact information will be down below. And Jari, have a blessed day, man. I really appreciate you.
Hey, man, you too, brother. You have a good evening, and I got to go get it.
There you go.